What's going on in the world of Waiz and Milton?
We have been noticing a little bit of a slowdown. The average price point has dipped from that 1.1% down to $1 million. The inventory has gone down. So if you're looking at May as well as June.
I know you've also got some drawings up of your own projects.
This is the site plan. This is the home, the front elevation, and this is the rear elevation, and this is where the basement stairs go down. I've actually put a double door down there, and then see, this is the detail of what the landing is and the stairs, what size the stairs should be. So this is the double door we have right here. So this is the cross section. You get a good cross section view here. Stairs coming downstairs, and this is the entrance into the basement apartment.
What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever here, and we're back talking about Milton with Waiz. Hey, Waiz, how's it going?
Hello, Matt. Thanks for having me here.
It's great to see you again, and looking forward to chatting about what's going on in the Milton market. I know you've got a couple surprises for us today as well, so really looking forward. We're going to check out some actual planning drawings from a basement suite project you're working on yourself. We're going to dive deeper into the basement suite process in Milton, which I suspect we're going to see more and more people attracted to this just as we continue to see the market, stay at kind of the price points we've seen where it's pretty competitive. And then just looking forward to the general market update from you as well in regards to what's going on into Milton. But before we jump into the presentation, I guess just in general, what's going on in the world of Waiz and Milton?
So yes, we have been noticing a little bit of a slowdown. Some of the buyers on the fence and not going forward with their purchases. But again, the homes that are staged well, the homes that show well are still selling quite fast, and we will take a look at the numbers in the presentation. So yeah, there has been a slight slowdown. However, with the news coming up from CMHC saying that they have kind of reverted the changes or the requirements, and they are trying to aggressively, get their market share back. Hopefully, that encourages investors and first-time home buyers to come back into the market with more relaxed rules and TDS ratio as well as lower credit scores, pretty much, right? So they had the credit scores at like 680, right? And now going back to the 600s, and they had the TDS ratio at 35, and now relaxing it to like 39.
Yeah, I imagine that, especially in a market like Milton, that has an even bigger impact just because so many people are looking at buying, the principal residence or a house hack when thinking about buying in Milton. And so I guess just as you're noticing the market kind of catching its breath or cooling off, do you think, is that just people kind of, whether it's sellers, buyers, agents, all got tired of the craziness that was the last year? Do you think, is it just because we're coming into summer, or any thoughts you want to share?
I think it's a little bit of everything, right? If you have a very nice day, you want to probably spend it at the beach, right? Rather than go look at houses.
Yeah.
Also, with regards to fatigue, just buyers, they're tired of having multiple bids and people outbidding them, and just buyer fatigue that way. And obviously, I don't want to think that it's agent fatigue, because we want to work hard either way, right? So we are always ready to show or sell a home, right? So hopefully it's not agent fatigue, it's just buyer fatigue. And even that, I think with this change, hopefully that will change, and buyers will come back into the market. And at the same time, also encouraging the sellers to be in the market or come into the market for sale, because inventory is low.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing the stats. So let's jump into the presentation.
So Milton Stats, overall, average home price in Milton is about $1 million. As I mentioned, it has actually reduced from last month. So last month's stats were at 1.1 million. This month's it's gone to $1 million. If you're looking at monthly change, 5.1%, we are down year over year, and quarterly change, we are down 3.7% year over year. However, overall, still a good year over year. It's still 26.5% positive year over year with the numbers, with the pricing in Milton.
Yeah, this last year's been a roller coaster. So to see it pull back a bit, still ends up being very high year over year.
That's absolutely right. Still, the average is it's not 37%, 37.5%. But it's reduced now to 26.5%. Yeah, so let's take a look at the sales volume by property. So the last numbers we have are detached, 103 properties sold this month. Townhomes, 110 townhomes sold, and 23 condominiums sold. If you're looking at, like I said, also average price point has dipped from that 1.1% down to $1 million right now, and it's trending downwards. Hopefully not for long. We'll see how that comes around. I think it's also, Matt, with regards to the stats and the numbers, some segments have done poorly, or they're not really in demand. Those segments being the detached 2-bedrooms, right? So if you see here, the detached 2-bedroom sort of a bungalow in Milton is not that sought after, right? But what is sought after is the 3-bedroom, 1-car garage, and the 4-bedroom 2-car garage, right? So those numbers are still up year over year, right? And overall, the numbers are still up as well. Townhomes, again, the popular segment being the 3-bedroom and the 2-bedroom townhomes, still year over year price change, is positive, and you can see that here as well. Condos, again, popular segment there will be the 1-bedroom and the 2-bedroom. First-time home buyers, this is the most attractive market for the first-time home buyer to get into is the condo market. Again, you see positive numbers there as well. Going down to the inventory, Milton housing inventory. So in the last 28 days, 429 new listings and 239 homes sold in the last 28 days. And average days on market is 12 days on market. List to price ratio. So basically, we are still selling just slightly over the listed price.
Gotcha. And so obviously, we're slowly starting to build up some inventory, but we're still pretty light overall, comparatively, seeing how we're 12 days average.
Yes, Matt. So as you can see here in this particular graph, the inventory has gone down. So if you're looking at May as well as June, and now in July, the inventory has significantly gone down, I would say. But at the same time, this is the hot market, so to speak. This is the summer, market.
Yeah, late spring, early summer.
Yeah, we will get more homeowners to list in the next few months, because if you are planning to sell, this is the time to sell in the summer period, because everybody wants to kind of settle in before school, before September. So traditionally, historically speaking, June, July, August are record months for real estate for sales. So let's hope that that happens soon, and we get more inventory and more people are able to buy and sell. So like I said, average days on market, let's take a look at the segments. Each segment, so the 500 to 750, so this is usually your condominium and townhomes. There are about 16 days on the market. So last year, there were about 11 days. So last year's was quite, days on market was I guess, lower. Now in this month, this year, about 16 days on the market. Still not bad. Within just 2 weeks, they are selling.
And I guess any thoughts wise on why that changed when obviously it looks like the other ones are on market even less than last year.
So this segment is it's actually what we call as a move up segment in Milton, right? So when you have a townhome in Milton, generally the people in Milton are staying in Milton. So, whoever is selling, they're mostly staying in Milton. So it's a step up story generally.
Okay.
So and whoever is buying is coming into Milton, mostly speaking from areas surrounding Milton. So townhomes. Again, there is, I would say, there is more competition in the townhome segment, as there are two types of sellers. There is one is the investor, and then of course is the move up seller, I would say, right? So people who are selling their townhomes to go into detached.
Gotcha.
Right. So yeah, we are seeing a little bit of delay in selling of townhomes, partially also because there is a lot of competition with the different townhomes, because you have the 2-story townhomes, you have the 3-story townhomes, and then you have what we call as the urban towns or the stacked towns, right? So there is a lot of competition in that segment itself. I guess that could probably be one way of seeing it, saying that it takes time for your home to sell, but it's still not bad, 16 days. But
yeah, no, absolutely, that's still very fast in the big scheme of things, but just interesting. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, next segment. So this is again, this is bordering with regards to the high end townhome, so anywhere between 850 to 900, and then of course the 3-bedroom 1-car garage segment with the detached, so 10 days, and then of course the bigger homes, which are more than 1.1, 1.3, 1.4 million dollars and up. So these are generally the 4 bedrooms and the 2-car garage ones. So these are again highly in demand, 11 days, selling within 11 days.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that. Like, I wonder if maybe there's some human psychology there, right? Did everyone decide, hey, I'm in lockdown, I want a bigger house, so everyone's chasing the big houses? But obviously just kind of speculating. But
I think you're on the money there, because everybody wants a bigger house, a bigger space, whether it's the work from home extra office or extra a backyard for the kids and the pets, right? So I think that's been the trend, and that's been the demand with the single detached homes here. Yeah. Yeah, with regards to the numbers, again, as we see, still overall positive with regards to the new listings. The only negatives here, I guess, the 2-bedroom detached, which is the bungalow. I would say the bungalows are not many have been listed, and same way not many have been sold. Whereas this popular segment still continues, the 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and the 5-bedroom segments continue to grow in the detached segment. Townhomes, like I said, there is a little bit of lag in the inventory as with regards to the 3-bedroom and the 4-bedroom year over year, if you're looking at it, but overall still positive for year over year with regards to new listings and active listings. Like I said, inventory is suffering, so hopefully those sellers come back into the market, and we are able to sell some homes this summer. Condos, again, the most popular ones are still doing okay with the 2-bedroom. We have some negative numbers with the new listings with 1-bedroom and 3 bedrooms. So I guess the condo folks who have bigger condos are still continuing to stay there. Not much of them are listing. And then you can see that 2 bedrooms, we have new listings and sales. And sale to list is remarkable in the sense we are still selling asking price or slightly more than asking price. Yeah. Rankings, Milton, rankings. Let's take a look. This is always the exciting part, I guess, for the viewers as well. 16 most expensive. So we've come down 2 ranks since last 2 months. 16th most expensive, 9th fastest growing, 4th fastest selling. So we've lost, the battle there with the fastest selling, just as we saw the numbers, and we saw the market kind of taking a break. So let's take a look at the price point. Obviously, right now, 16th most expensive. So we are just after Toronto, right here. With regards to the growth, we are the 9th position there with regards to fastest growing. So price growth in the change, that's basically from last year, right? And with regards to days on market, we are the 4th. We would kind of discuss that a little bit. So we are actually, if you look at it, we are kind of sharing this kind of phenomena across the board, right? You're seeing that in Mississauga, Pickering, Brampton, Oakville, Caledon as well. So average days on market is about that 12 days mark. So that trend is kind of similar in these surrounding cities as well. Of course, the number 1 spot is right now Ajax. So everything is selling within 10 days, within 9 days, or in Ajax, and then in West Gwillimbury.
Yeah, still clearly a very hot market across the board.
Across the board, yeah, across the board, very hot market as you see right here. Within 20 days, 23 days, on the major 23 cities, everything is being selling. So anything that is coming on the market is selling. So still, I would say it's a seller's market. Still a seller's market. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I guess now that you've kind of broken down some of the facts, are you or your clients and investors taking a different approach to negotiating? Do you still need to come in super clean and firm when making an offer on market? Any updates, I guess, in regards to perspective for potential buyers in Milton, in regards to best practices?
So generally the tendency is that if it's a house in a very good neighborhood, it's got a good school, good amenities, and it shows well, staged well, and priced right, you are still getting the multiple offers. Obviously, we are not getting crazy multiple offers like we used to. We used to get like 20, 25 offers. That has changed, right? It's more realistic offers, like 5 to 6 offers on detached, and probably about 8 to 10 offers on townhomes. Some properties have noticed that there's no offers on offer dates. So there are some properties which have kind of seen that happen. And generally, as realtors, there was the trend where we used to price it low, and then expect it to go higher, right? So you would have that $599, or a $699 price point, whereas it's selling at like $850, right?
Yeah.
So that trend has kind of is going away a little bit, where we are now pricing it closer to what is the expected comparable prices.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah, appreciate you sharing that perspective.
Yeah, even if a realtor does decide to price lower, it will be in the very initial stages of showing the property. Let's say the first week, you would see those lower numbers, and if there's an offer date and you don't get anything substantial for the house on the offer date, then you will see that there's a price change, or a price change or revision, and then you will see a more market kind of price. So that's why you're seeing also the sale listing price to sale price ratio. It's like 100% or 101%. Right? it's pretty much selling at market value, but I think it's the tendency of the multiple offers and then has been reduced a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I guess the next topic I just wanted to share with your viewers is there is a high demand for Milton. Okay, whether you're buying or selling or renting, there's a high demand for the city. Everybody wants to stay in the city, and that is also reflective of high rental rates in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So one way to kind of ease that, and also if you're a homeowner already in Milton, you might want to take advantage of building a legal basement suite or a accessory apartment. And if you're not using that space, you might as well rent that space out, provide affordable housing to folks who want to stay in Milton, and help your bottom line, basically, to help pay your mortgage. So I just wanted to bring that up and share with your viewers. It's better to get a legalized apartment because you don't want any of your neighbors complaining that you have an illegal suite.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think another factor that wasn't as big or as important maybe 20 or 30 years ago, but investors need to really be aware of today is the resale factor. And a lot of people these days aren't willing to pay fair market value for a legal or for an illegal suite versus a legal suite. And
Absolutely.
a lot of buyers these days, they want that turnkey solution. They want to know that it was done right, that it's safe, particularly if it's going to maybe be a house hack where they live on the main floor and rent out the basement. So I think more so than ever before as an investor, it's important that you're taking the right steps. You're making sure you're legalized your basement suite, not only because you'll probably be able to charge more in rent for it, but in addition, you're also going to really improve your resale value, or if you're looking at refinancing the property and trying to burr out some of the cost of those renovations.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. I couldn't agree more than that. This is, something that you would like to, don't try to save like $3,000-4,000 on just permits and create a illegal apartment. Whereas you could create a proper legal apartment by just spending that money. And believe me, you spending that money, it's actually going into your property. Your property will appreciate more when it is actually a legal apartment.
Yeah, absolutely. And so right now you're going through this process yourself, Waiz.
Yeah.
So do you mind maybe walking us through what's it like dealing with the city, trying to get a secondary dwelling?
Yeah, it's actually it's a very straightforward process. I have one of my architect friends helping me out. His name is Alvik. We've prepared drawings, what the city requires, right? And sending that to the city. So there is application forms here, city website. So there's application forms, apply for a permit. So before you start, apply for a building permit, and the applications of forms are right here. So if you see here, application for a permit to construct, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's very straightforward, simple. Just answer these questions, or if you're not comfortable with filling this out, you can ask your architect or the planner to do that for yourself. There are many agencies and firms who are offering this service for a charge. So you can do that yourself, or hire an architect to do it. So as long as it's reasonable, legible, and then it meets the city's requirements, you can still do it yourself.
Yeah, I appreciate that perspective. And so I know you've also got some drawings up of your own projects. So
yeah, sure. Let me bring that up.
And so, yeah, talk us through this project. Is this a property you acquired this year? Did you buy it knowing that you wanted to add the accessory dwelling?
Yeah, it was always in my mind to do that, right? To add more, I guess, highest and best use of my property, right? So this is the best way to do it. So this is if you look at it, this is the site plan. Site plan, it tells you where the property is located in that particular lot. And then, of course, it then shows this is the apartment itself. So this is apartment 1. This is the kitchen here, bedroom here, and another bedroom here, the washroom here, right? And the entrance is coming from here, from the backyard. And this is the backyard entrance. Is a walk up, or I guess you can say a walk out, right? And this is the shared area. So this is the mudroom shared area. You've got the mechanical room here, your laundry and storage area here, right? And of course, I wanted to keep something just for myself as well. So we've kept the office or a den downstairs, and just a washroom. So this is a space that we will be utilizing, and then we have a separate apartment here that we're planning to rent out.
Gotcha. And so this will be a 2-bed, 1-bath. And so roughly what do you expect that to rent out for once you're done the project?
The rates, rental rates have gone up significantly. Anywhere between 1850, I would say 1850 to 1950. That probably the rent's going there, which is, I think, reasonable, right? I know people who are paying 2,000 or more as well, but I personally think that's quite a lot. So I think anywhere between 1850 to 1950 is a reasonable rent for this kind of apartment. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely quite the mortgage helper, right?
Oh, definitely. If you have been there long enough, it could actually zero down on your mortgage, right? So have zero mortgage payment.
Yeah.
By investing like 80 to 100K in your basement, you can reduce your mortgage payment to zero.
Yeah, appreciate you breaking this down and just sharing the drawings with us, Waiz. And so I'm guessing if someone's interested in taking on a project like this, you'd be comfortable walking one of your clients through this process as well, introducing them to your power team.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So Damas or Alvik from Damas Opus Studio is my architect. He's worked very hard on this project, and we got the approval very fast because everything was to the code and how the city wanted it, right?
Awesome.
So this is the existing floor plan, Matt. So this was the existing floor plan that we actually bought from the city, right? And then we had to resubmit it. So and then of course this is the home, the front elevation, and this is the rear elevation, and this is where the basement stairs go down. Right, and you have enough space. I've actually put a double door down there instead of a single door. I've put a
nice. That'll make moving furniture and things like that a lot
easier. Exactly. So much easier to move furniture, big items, and then see this is the detail of what the landing is and the stairs, what size the stairs should be. So this is the double door we have right here, 28 by 78, 28 by 78. That's huge, right? Insulated door, so all these requirements, right? This is the cross section. You get a good cross section view here. Stairs coming downstairs, and this is the entrance into the basement apartment.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you breaking down your experience, Waiz, and again, really appreciate you doing the screen share. I know for people, whenever looking at taking on a new real estate investing strategy, it can be intimidating, but knowing someone that's been there, done that, got the t-shirt can really just be that vote of confidence. So if you guys are interested in investing in Milton, if you want to reach out to Waiz, we're going to throw a link in the video description down below to all of his contact information. Really encourage you to reach out. I think that we're going to continue to see these basement suites, accessory dwellings becoming more and more popular in markets like Milton. Seems like a natural no-brainer, right? If the economics work in a Hamilton or a Barrie, it definitely works in a market like Milton. So again, encourage you guys to reach out to Waiz, and appreciate you just sharing your experience, Waiz.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for having me.